Hi everyone, this is Steve Plock coming from my office. I'm the TaylorMade rep in southern Wisconsin, have been with the company for about 20 years. And I wanted to take some time to take you through the new product from TaylorMade. And this segment's going to be on Metalwoods. And this is kind of in honor of what would have been the Masters week. I got my Masters garb on because I'm excited as you are to try and start the golf season. And this is the unofficial start of the golf season. So with that being said, I wanted to take you through the new SIM drivers and how they relate to the previous generation of M5 and M6, and what are some of the significant changes that took place in the product line. So last year, if you remember, we really had three Metalwoods. I have two here. First was M5 and M6. And really the difference between M5 and M6 was M5 had a degree of adjustability with the sliding weights in the head that M6 did not have. How it relates to SIM really replaced M5. So as you compare the two, you see them up close here. And SIM, for those that don't know, is an acronym for Shape in Motion. And I wanted to take you through what changed in the process. So the first thing that you'll notice in similarities is M5 and SIM still have injected twist face. So if I go back in time, the injected twist face, so twist face is a modified version of bulge and roll, and that is curvature of the face, crown or heel to toe and top to bottom. And what we've done in the past with M3 and M4, injector or twist face was a piece of technology that took into consideration where people typically miss on the face. So it's bending the face, toe open, high in the toe, and closing the face low in the heel. Because if you really study where misses are, they're on an elliptical shape or pattern, high in the toe typically, and low in the heel. And those misses are improved by bending the toe panel more open when I miss it on the toe, and bending the toe panel closed when I miss it in the heel. So that's twist face. The injection part comes from our ability to manage the consistency of the speed of the face by injecting a resin in the heel and the toe so that we can get right at the limit with COR, which stands for coefficient of restitution, so that we can be at the highest level of consistency from club to club. As I fast forward to today's technology and how it changed, SIM again is just an acronym for Shape in Motion, and it's really layering on a technology of aerodynamic on top of what already existed. So the first thing that you'll notice that's different with SIM versus M5 is SIM has this protrusion in the sole, and this is called an inertia generator. So we've omitted this rear weight in this section with the hope and goal of improving performance. And here's how it improved the performance of the golf club. We tested this in wind tunnel testing throughout the swing, and as we looked at the swing on the downswing from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock is where everyone generates all their club head speed. And this inertia generator, as we've angled it perpendicular to the face, really is here. By angling it, it becomes more aerodynamic, so that the airflow on the underside of the golf club is less resistant. So it's improved its club head performance, where we see increases in club head speed by as much as 2 miles an hour on average. How does that translate to an improvement in performance? Well, as you know, if I can swing the golf club faster, my ball speed naturally gets faster, and ultimately my overall distance improves. The advantage really of also this driver is in the process of increasing ball or club head speed and ball speed, it also improves the forgiveness of the driver. So this inertia generator on the sole, what we're doing, this overall infrastructure of this piece here is 20 grams with 12 grams of weight in the back of the club. Anytime I can get the center of gravity low on the golf club and I can get its moment of inertia all the way in back and high, that improves forgiveness. And that's the beauty of SIM. So that's SIM in a nutshell. As I go to SIM Max replaces M6. And M6 just omitted the movable weight portion from M5, and so does SIM Max. So SIM Max, if I compare the soles of SIM and SIM Max, we omit the sliding weight that is in SIM driver, and we have more weight in the infrastructure of the inertia generator. This overall portion of the golf club is 30 grams with a back weight of 12 again. So this allows, again, improved club head speed and a higher moment of inertia, which translates into more forgiving. And the last driver that is in the line is SIM Max D. I don't have the D-type version of M6 with me, but you can see the whole idea. The D-type of SIM Max is a draw bias driver that starts out 20 yards left bias before we even move or adjust the driver from a technology standpoint. So that's SIM, SIM Max, and SIM Max D. I believe that this will become the norm of our competitors' line very shortly. No different than movable weights got adapted by our competitors. Same with adjustable sleeves. We were the first to do that, where competitors copied there. I believe that the inertia generator will become more involved with our competitors' future products. So that's the driver lineup. So let's just push this aside and we'll go to fairways. Sorry, we're having a little fun here. So fairways, there are 3 fairways in the line. There's SIM, SIM Max, and SIM Max D. So the difference between the 3 is SIM replaces M5. It is an adjustable fairway at the hosel, and it is a titanium fairway wood, and we'll talk about that shortly. SIM Max is a stainless steel fairway wood that is fixed, and SIM Max D again is a stainless steel and carbon fairway that is fixed as well with a draw bias to it. So let's start with SIM. SIM grew in size from M5, and the overall volume went from 165 cc's to 180 cc's. That may not seem like a lot, but from a fairway wood standpoint, it is a big increase. We still have a carbon crown, but the biggest jump in technology was us utilizing a sole that is in the V-steel configuration that is limiting the amount of the footprint that impacts or interacts with turf. Because as you can imagine, when I go from a driver whose size is 460 cc's to a fairway that's 180 cc's, aerodynamics as the club flows through the wind is less important than in a fairway where it's more important to reduce turf drag. So on SIM, the fairway, the sole plate on SIM is 80 grams because the shell is titanium and a carbon fiber crown. We have a new face technology called ZetaTech. It's a titanium derivative that increases ball speed over the previous generation face in M5. in SIM Max fairway, it grew 5 cc's. Again, it is a carbon crowned top with a stainless steel sole. And last but not least is the draw bias version of them, and you can see them from the crown view. And the last piece that I'm going to share with you is the SIM Max Hybrid or Rescue. And there's only one Rescue in the family this year, and that is SIM Max. And you can see the top view of the hybrid. It still features the V-steel sole configuration to reduce sole interaction with the turf. And that is the lineup for this year. So I look forward to seeing you on the golf course in this early spring sometime soon.